In last lecture, we learn the implementation of TK, how to implement the TQM, and what is the timing of just implementing that parts. So that things that we learn in the last lecture. In today's lecture, we will learn about the cost of quality. What is the cost of quality? Okay, because we know that the if we want to improvise the quality, we need to spend the amount. So ultimately it is directly, we can say it is directly proportional to that. If you want to increase the quality of your product, then in certain cases we can say that the costing should be increased, because ultimately we have to check the what is the quality, we have to find the defects by internally, by externally, we have a customer service. Okay, so all these things, for that one we require the amount. Okay, it means we are spending some amount the money on that, giving the service and giving the good quality product. So does it mean that we have to increase the costing of the product? Yes, that is happened, but at the same time, what is the impact on the profit? Because ultimately in industry or the organization, they are working for getting a profit. So does by just increasing the quality of your product you will get a benefit of it? Then the answer might be a no, because all the times it is not the right decision that by increasing the quality we are spending the cost and we will get a more and more benefit from it. Okay, so there is a certain limitations is important, just like optimization. How to optimize the cost and quality means with the minimum cost I will get a maximum quality. You might be see various graphs when you are just experimenting in a lab. We always try to find optimum things. Okay, means when you are doing a designing of any equipments, that time we try to know, we try to get the optimum result from it. So optimization means with a minimum effort, whatever it may be, the energy, it may be the amount that we spend, it may be the material, whatever it is. Okay, and with respect to that, what is the efficiency of that equipment, how it efficiently working. Okay, so that funda we use here, and we learn about what is the cost of quality. Okay, so the cost of quality or the quality cost does not mean the use of expensive or very high quality materials to manufacture, as I said. Okay, the term refers to the costs that are incurred to prevent the detect, remove the defect from the products. And the quality costs are categorized into four main types here. So it means we say that yes, it is directly proportional to, but how much? Though we say the cost increase, quality increase, for increasing the quality we should spend a more amount, that is the cost is increased. Okay, so that is the case, it is okay, that is directly proportional to, but up to what level we have to do that part, that is the important. Okay, so here we refer that we can increase the profit level by just to avoiding the certain things in manufacturing as well as in the servicing. So especially in the manufacturing, if you produce the 100 number of products or the units per day, and out of that 100, if you have the 20 number of product the unit that is defective, there is some small defect. So ultimately what your efficiency of just making the product, it is only the 80%, because the 20% are defective one, and ultimately you need to work on it. So you will not get the amount from it, you will not get a profit from it, because ultimately it is loose, the material get loose, the time get loose, and the energy what we waste, the human energy as well as the machineries, all this get waste just because we are producing a 20 number of defective product from the machine, from the process. So what can we do, how we can reduce that part? That we know that there is a defect, and we find out the defect from the machinery. Is it from the machinery, is it from the human beings, is it from the raw material which we use? Okay, we need to try to just finding that the point where because of that the defects are happening. And once we reduce that defect, then permanently we will get 100 unit per 100 day per day, and there is no defect. When there is no defect, ultimately the 20 scrap material, the unit or the product which we have the scrapping, we can save that one, and ultimately we rise the benefit from it, because that 20 products get, when we sell in the market, definitely we will get some benefit from it, and initial days it will be in a scrap one. So by that way also we can maintain or can increase the quality of our product. Okay, I mean it is in a we call we can reduce the costing, and ultimately we can work on the total quality management. Okay, so let's see what are that four quality cost categories. So we can categorize in a four way, and that are as prevention cost. Okay, the first is the prevention cost. In the prevention cost, we can say that, for example, there is a rework or the fixings, the rework on the product. That is the one thing. Okay, the second is appraisal cost. So means the quality assurance, the quality control, and all this part that comes under the appraisal cost. Okay. The third that we are these are the costs where we are spending just for the quality. Okay, we are spending just for the quality, because ultimately we don't want that the product to be defective product to just go to the market, and it is again there is a complaint from the customer, and that can happen. Then there is a external failure cost. It means rather than you are not checking properly your quality, and when the customer got that get the product, and he again have the complaint over that product, and that will be the biggest loss to the company. Okay, so we can say the prevention cost first is the appraisal cost and the internal cost. All these three are in the itself in the company or the in the organization, and we can overcome that one. Okay, means overcome means we can prevent the things which is we are spending the amount on the prevention, appraisal, and the internal failure cost. Okay, and the last one is the external failure cost. So these are the four categories. So let's see in a detail what is meant by prevention cost, appraisal cost, internal failure cost, and the external failure cost. The first, let's look the prevention cost. So it is much better to prevent the defect rather than finding and removing them from the product. So as I gave the example that if you are producing 100 number of units per day, and out of that you found there is a 20 number of product are defective, so we have lose the energy, lose the time, and the material too. Okay, and ultimately the costing of it. So what we do, we try to prevent the defect. Okay, so we should work on such a way that we can prevent the defect. There should not be any defective product that we will get in a the in a process one. Okay, so and for that one definitely we need to work on it. So just like I said, the machinery which we are using, the out of 100, 20 is defective, and we try to find out what is the reason behind it, that the 80 number of product is very good, it is a good quality, but only the 20 number is bad. Now why the 20 defective product that you get? And in that case we can say that if say you are working for a, yes, anybody having any question? Okay, fine. So for example, let's say your company is working in a 3 shift, 8 hours shift, and the product that you get per day, when we call that is for the 24 hours, we can say, and from that 2 shift we got the number of pieces, say the 18, say the 60 numbers. Okay, and the remaining 40 that we get from the 3rd shift, say for example in a night shift. Okay, so that is the case maybe happens in various organization or in various industries. So night shift from the 11 to the 8 or the 10 to 7. Okay, in that shift you found that there is a defective product, maximum defective product that you get from the night shift. And when we cross check the things, when we cross check that, yes, when the shift is between the afternoon and between the morning, that time you are not getting any type of the defective, or hardly one or zero defective pieces that you get from it. But in a night shift you found it is almost the maximum numbers. So what is the, where is the defect? Now defect is in the night shift, and what is the reason? Now again try to get the reason behind it. Okay, and then you need to solve the reason. What is the reason that you have? Okay, because of that one you can find whether it is just because the night shift the people are not properly focusing on the product, that will be the case. Okay, so that may be the one of the reason that may happen because of the human error, and you will get a defective one. Okay, the second thing is that the person who is working in a night shift, and you found out in another case that there is a very the defective piece get varied from the night shift to the afternoon to the morning. And when you found who is the person or what is the batch, okay, so there are the 10 number of workers who is working in a one batch, and then you found that is a there are 2 3 persons who is commonly they are, okay, and whenever the people are working to that particular batch you found there is a defect. Now the problem is to the person who is working, not a problem of that a night shift or the day shift. It is the problem of the person who is working there. Now just find out that people who is give you a defective product to your process. Okay, because we need to prevent this part. We need to prevent the defective pieces that you get from the process. And so then what we do, we again have to spend our time, we have to find out the things, we have to analyze the things, and after that you will get a solution that yes, the two persons who is working in a different shift, they give you a more defective one pieces, and ultimately then you try to get what is the reason behind it. Is it possible for me to just give the training, more training to these people? Maybe they are new, okay, or maybe there are certain reasons behind it. So try to just to solve the problem of it. So here the prevention cost is for that one, definitely we need to spend the time and the resources on this. Okay, so here another is the cost incurred to avoid or minimize the number of defects at the first place are known as the prevention cost. So this is the elaboration of it. For example, it is mentioned that prevention cost, some of the examples is mentioned here. It is just like improvement of a manufacturing process, as I gave the example. Worker trainings as another example in the same one I gave you, that you need to give a training to the people who is not properly work or may have some problems, the defective products they will get just because of their insufficient training. The quality engineering, that is to be work on it. Statistical process control, okay, all these ones comes under the prevention cost. Okay, so what we do in the prevention cost, so the amount which we are spending so that there should not be any defective product that you get from the process. So rather than I am just finding the defective product in the quality control, I just try to just prevent that part. There are the various examples of the prevention costs are mentioned. We will see that what are that. The system development, quality engineering, then the quality training. Okay, so here we can say the quality training, just like many new guys just enter into the industry, and yes, as a graduate trainee you need to do the training to these people, not only who is a worker, who is the supervisor, or maybe the operators. All these the people, they need some training. All the people are not experienced. Okay, so what we do, we always give a training, quality training, that is very very important. You might be, that's how we influence the people. So just like when you see that is glowing is very low and the efficiency is very less, so what we do, we are giving a training, we are motivating them, we are giving the training to the equipment handling and the others too. So by the all the way we are giving a training, a quality training, so that these people know what is the vision and mission of your company, what is the vision and mission. Okay, and on that basis they will work. Say for the example, the one of the worker who had more than 20 years of experience of handling the equipment, and the same equipment is there in our industry, but in the previous industry what he did, he just producing or handling that equipment, but the casual the casual, what we call the casually they are working on it. There is no what we call the quality sale in that previous company of that worker, and because of that one he is casual in nature. So many times he just have some defective or faulty products it is produced just because of its ignorance, but he said that yes, he is having the good experience and that's why he can handle. But when it comes to your company, that time you need to give a training. You need to tell them what is the vision and mission of your company, how you can have more focusing on the quality of it. And once you give the training to HR training and all, then definitely he will work on it because he had a skill. He has a skill of it. But unfortunately in the previous company he is not looking the quality, and that's why he is just neglecting that part. Okay, so that is very important that you give the training not only the new person but also the experienced person as and where required. Statistical process control is very important in the prevention of the cost. Supervision of prevention, quality improvement projects, technical support to the suppliers, quality data gathering, analysis and reporting, audit of the quality system. So we need to work on all this part in our organization or any company or industry. A system development. System means we are not say only the system is related to the IT. Okay, so the whether it is a process or it may be the some equipment, what is the system that you are using? Maybe in a certain cases that just like a statistical process. So you do not have the tools that is to be analyzed or statistical data you can get it. So we need to improvise that part. Okay, so we need to develop the system such a way that we can get analysis and accurate analysis from it. Okay, the quality engineering is very important. Okay, then we talk about the technical support to the suppliers. Yes, so what is technical support to the suppliers? Many times what happen, the person from which or this from the raw material from we are taking from the suppliers, and he may not be that the what we call that a big company. Okay, because the quality for that one you have to give a more just to have a budget for it, and the company doesn't support the company doesn't have that turnover, and he will not work on the quality. But here we need to give some technical support to the person or the organization company who is supplying a raw material, supplying the equipments to you. Because of that, what happened, he improvise the quality. Just like for example in automobile sectors, the any companies, they are just assemble the parts, they're not manufacturing. All the parts they take from the different suppliers. Now for example when they are build up the engine, and in that engine they need some gears, they need some bearings, they need some the what we nut and bolt and all. And one of the supplier it is found that the nut and bolt which we are using for fitting the engine, it is not a good quality, and there are the lots of complaint that you get from the customers that this is the fault. And then when you are working on that one, you find that is one of the supplier who is supplying the nut and bolt have the problem. So what you do, definitely he is a good supplier, he give he supply the raw materials on the time, and the quality is also good. But in certain cases that are happen, but unfortunately that supplier doesn't have the quality control check. So what we do, we are support the technical, we give the technical support to that person, okay, from the company, so that there should not be any defective product that supplier should supply to us. So this is important. The same thing is for different industries too. Okay, quality data gathering, analysis and reporting, this is very important. When you found a fault in a system, it may be the process, it may be the in equipment, and then for that one we need a certain data. Okay, we say that yes, there is a 20 number of defective products that you get, but how to collect the data, why that is happen? And for that one, what we do, we are collecting the data. Just like I said that in a three shift, how many people are working? What are the machineries? Not only on the single machinery, it may have the 10 different machineries. Okay, so is it a problem in machinery? Is it a problem in a person? Is it a problem in a timing? So what we are collecting this data, we are analyzing that data, and that data should be correct one. It is not just like there is a 10 number of people who is working in a per shift, and the total 30 number of people, and you just say that okay, these are the name of the people who is working. You're not giving the detailings of it, at what day he is off, or what day, what is the timing and all. And if you are not properly analyzing that part, then it is not possible for you to find the problem of that the problem that you are facing. So ultimately the quality data gathering is very very important, and the data which you collected, then you need to analyze the things and do the reporting. Analysis means what? It is not the easy task. So you have lots of data, and from that data you need to conclude the things. Okay, so this is important in a prevention cost. Audit of the quality system. Now here is again the important. When we talk about the quality and quality, there is a quality department. Okay, they are working, but on that one, who is the watch person for that? They really they are working for the quality or not, or they are just throwing the papers to the different department, and they give the rules and regulations to the different department, and they say you have to follow the things. No, for that one, again, you need to check it, the audit of the quality, the system that you have put it, the system which you have, you need to audit the every day, sorry, not every day, we can say every year, or the after 6 months, you need to have an audit. When we talk about the audit is not only the financial one. Okay, the management and administrative too, there is an audit. Okay, so as per the our guidelines, as per our rules, and what is the mission and vision of our company, are they fulfilling or not? So we need to cross check it and see the what is the output from it, and that obviously it will get from the audit.